And hell, I mean, we talk about Snove being young as well. 21 years of age for Buddha. He's another player that's been going absolutely ballistic. Any opportunity he's given, he thrives in it. Great pathing, great mechanics on his T-half back on Mirage. But we can dial into the game now. Ready to kick things off. Map 2 is live. Qualification to the Perfect World Major for paIN Gaming could be one map away if they can shut it down and leave it as ashes to ashes, dust to dust here against 9Z. We're into the pistol.
Oh, big headshot to NQZ, though. He's going to have to hold his ground. Yeah, hiding in the smoke, hoping that his players around him from Cat, from lower tunnels, can help him out, and they have. They push away. The oncoming T's allow him a bit of reprieve, and on 17 HP, he backs away. Wazupeak already getting up, though, on long, but Lux strikes for a second time.
The USP sniping him back, and Lux. Can he live lavishly and continue to deal damage here? Martinez finds an opportunity to skulk his way through the smoke, slip up onto the site. At the back of Gandalf, you've got NQZ on low health, tucking in and looking to just buy a bit of time. You know you've got the edge in terms of manpower, but Martinez, is he going to make moves to flip that? No. NQZ strikes.
And although it's a post plant, it really is the weight of the world on Max's shoulders. One weakened player, but he's taking headshots left and right, and Big Azera lays down for the second kill. And paIN with a successful retake and defuse.
First pistol of the second map, carved in stone as paIN Gaming's. Now we saw this happen previously to kick off Mirage. There was a bit of a reset round. 9Z didn't bury their heads in the sand. They kept on fighting, found a way back in there. We were saying Big Goose Air has been reserved. He's the one that's a little bit quieter compared to the rest, but he knows he can get excited here. You can afford that luxury. You know the position you're in terms of where you are at the RMR, how close you are to the major. He fires up the team. A big pistol, energy's there, start things off on a high.
And that's certainly, if you had any jitters about nearly going into OT after a vast lead, that's going to do a very solid job of pushing that right to the back of your mind, or just straight out into the open. No longer have to worry about it. Focus on the task at hand. Great advantage to kick things off. You don't want to lose it, though. NQZ, bit of a shooting gallery opening up here, taking quite a bit of damage, though, on the approach. The Deagles landing a couple of leg shots onto him, so he's going to limp away back onto long.
SMG getting close. Cowers really clean with the moves he was making previously. Martinez trying to snipe down with the Deagle, but it's Max that makes the first connection. Bomb plants, the best they're going to get from this one. You do find the extra cash, but round itself destined for paIN.
I think 9Z will be happy with that, though. I mean, they came in with effectively Deagles. They didn't fully invest into the round. So already capable of getting an AWP for Martinez, 6.2k in his hands. And he will oblige picking that one up, but NQZ, the same could be said on his side of things too. So 2-0 lead for paIN, but 2 consecutive bomb plants allow 9Z what you would just say is a better buy. They got AKs across the board with an AWP. You got an MP9 in play and a FAMAS for paIN. It's a bit more of a bonus round.
Martinez's AWP. What sort of impact will we see with the weapon? Because we know how good NQZ can be, and he proves that early. Snap up onto Max. Short control, instantly conceded. 2 players towards tunnels, 1 and upper. Now SOCIAIS on the rotate back down. Grouping up with the rest of the team on mid side. They know about the AWP's location.
I think Max just got mega-minded by NQZ. He threw a smoke down, almost looking like it would be for the cross, suggesting they didn't have an AWP. Max walks out on catwalk, smacked. Straight center mass shot, dead and buried. Now, that's assumptions, of course, but the way he walked out with so much confidence and vigor, it felt like it never dawned on him that he was in a crosshair of a sniper.
We saw the nade drop down to Lux from Big Goose Air on the bomb site, and it pays off. Tags up DGT, slows them down with the actual tagging as well, so they can't run on in. Means you could be peppered by Big Goose Air, and one by one they're finding all these frags for free. There's no real trait. Leg shot from NQZ. throws out the bowling ball. Buddha stays alive with 2. Okay, Martinez gets 1 as well, but it's 30 seconds on the clock. He reads it right. Expected the push out. Finds the flank. It's the bomb on his back, but such little time on the round that you don't really have much of a chance.
I think he's going to dip his toe in the pool, maybe over on B and just see what's happening. Nah, they're going to save. Yeah, Buddha's on 2 HP. You can't afford to throw these weapons away. You have no money playing into the next round. That streak of bomb plants has come to an end. They do decent damage, though, towards the end. You know, they take down the AWP of NQZ. It's going to get picked back up again. But a casualty towards the dying embers of the round. Not too bad for 9Z. They've got to do something with this saved AWP, though. Martinez hasn't had the option with the AWP so far to have much impact. It's all been on NQZ's side with that 1 frag he got onto Max. Let's see if they can dial it in, though, and pull something special out. They picked this map, Jackie, for a reason. They wanted Martinez to shine. Well, now he has to deliver on that promise.
A masterclass from Martinez would be just what they need in a situation like this. Supporting him, of course, the AK that was brought over. Ooh, head-to-head, AWP off. And again, it's NQZ that strikes first. So that big boon shut down early. Max at least recovers the weapon. He's going back in for a bit of an info spot on it as well. See if NQZ hung around. Isn't there anymore. Bailed out on the position. Can play further back, and Big Goose Error covers from CT side if they do go pushing on out. That very well might be the call. They've got nades for it, but the molly denies the push and buys a bit of time.
NQZ having it all his way. After that last map, he is now 4th top rated at this tournament. 1.33 rating. And that's after having a pretty rough Mirage by his own high standards. So you have kind of played into the sleeping giant himself with this map pick. Max now utilizing the AWP off the corpse of Martinez. Going to try and get himself up close. Smoke now going through onto CT side. NQZ for the 2nd time has pounced. Pivots in for another AWP. Feasting. Looking like probably a save here. I mean, well, there's not that many other options realistically. You can maybe throw the Tech 9 into the breeze and see what happens. See if you can get a bomb plant out of it. But 15 seconds coming up on the timer. And the AWP has already backed off to the T-spawn. Nice effort from Mukwaza Peak, but not going to make any difference to the grand standing of 4-0 coming up on the scorecard.
Counter-terrorists win.
Deja vu in terms of the round on the outcome. AWP and AK save. And another one. The real commodity being garnered by paIN Gaming. It's a 4-0 lead early. It was certainly paIN favoured in the opening moments of Mirage, even with a scrappy back and forth couple of rounds towards the beginning. But it was the T-side from 9Z that looked so damn good. Here on Dust2, struggling somewhat to find the impact they're looking for. At least the gift of that AWP could be passed back over to Martinez. NQZ, he's been finding frags for free here, no cost towards middle. You love this, boost up on the top. Spam through the smoke so it clears the vision. If you peek out, the AWP is ready for it. It baits them in as well, but it might be thinking that you can go out and find the tag onto the AK spam. So Max falls for the trick and NQZ hits it.
Like a moth to the flame. That's such a cool idea. And you can almost imagine that Max was sat there like counting the bullets like, right, he's got to be done with his magazine. I'm going to go peek. Still dead. NQZ, another one. Up to 7. And it's eerily quiet on the 9Z side of things with Martinez. He's not been able to find anything as of yet with the AWP. Now, yes, they got the smoke off onto spawn side, but they're now going to have to crunch onto B side, where Lux and Snow are laid in wait. Both are healthy. And Lux, he's having no chill with that AK. Martinez finally gets a bit of success with the AWP. It doesn't have much impact, because a 4v1 up against him, and he may be looking to try and save again. But there is Snow making moves. He wants to deny this from being a possibility. The barrel of that M4A1S may give him away, but the flick's not quick enough. And paIN with the cleanest of 5-0 leads.
Got the shot off, but slightly off target. They were able to keep the AWP in play for 3 rounds there, but not another one. Gets taken down. Mani not really in the position they want it to be either to afford the luxury of another one. They do at least opt to take the pause here. Pump the brakes.
Love that.
Yeah.
Max is hating every second of it, though. He's been getting bullied so far from NQZ. That's the second or third time he's been on the receiving end of the AWP.
Oh, mate. I mean, to be fair, it was sick. Like, it's a hell of a smart idea, right? And also, just the fact it worked.
NQZ loves when a plan comes together, Jackie.
Oh,
Loves
yeah.
it. Smiles from ear to ear. And there are 3 players that are out fragging him in terms of rating so far at this tournament. Obviously, some of them are yet to play. Ultimate, number 1. Number 2 is Yuri. Number 3 is K Serato. That's the kind of company that NQZ is keeping right now. And if he keeps playing like this, he'll go back to the top. It's yet another AWP pick. 9Z getting out onto middle. Lux is low, but there's 3 players watching down there. Big Azera, one of them. Making moves in. Flashes are perfect. Force back the T's into tunnel.
DGT was incredibly crisp with the AK on Mirage. To here with low health and his team falling to pieces, there really isn't many opportunities to even put the weapon to use. And at the back of upper tons, tucks in on the angle, goes for the swing out. Snow gives him an opportunity, peppers a bit of damage onto him, but you can't really convert any of these. 2 low players, but no room to strike against them. And 50 seconds still on the clock as well.
And this must feel like you are just being constricted so slowly. Every single round, you're hemorrhaging plays in the first 10, 15 seconds. Buddha is on 6 ADR. He is such a solid talent. And he's been unable to spread his wings and get off the ground so far. Same could be said of DGT. He was 20 and 12 at one point on Mirage. Remember that triple spray we both lost our minds over? He's been silent as well. paIN have snuffed out every single play that 9Z have attempted and made them look like a very ordinary outfit here. This T side has been lacking any real bite to it.
Counter-terrorists
6-0 on the major qualification map for paIN Gaming if they close it in 2. Martinez gets the scope out once again. That's, of course, against the double AWP setup that remains in play for paIN Gaming. NQZ, he's been doing all the fancy footwork. 8 frags, only 1 death. Snow, meanwhile, immortal at the moment. The seasons have not changed. 4-0. Round going live. Weapons to work with, nades in the back pockets for 9Z. DGT expecting a potential play through the smoke, just holding towards Longhouse. Lower control going to be taken.
The forecast right now is pretty bleak. 9Z going to push through the clouds, maybe the smokes of middle. They've got mid control a couple of times, but problem is they've always only had 2 or 3 players left, and most of them have been weakened at that point. Molotov well placed, well timed in. Once again, Huazapeak trying to get outside the middle. Not really been fought for. NQZ is keeping his angles as complex as possible. Making 9Z think about every single decision that they're making right now.
Lux dodging. The spam from the Galil. Tucks underneath. Meanwhile, the move out on middle. Snow looks out for the info, face through window, but the shot won't connect. It's NQZ that again delivers. There's a flick from DGT. Only 1 though. Leaves him in a 3 versus 4 with 35 seconds on the timer. You're running in and Snow's ready for the response. Good AWP connection. Martinez strikes. Battle of the AWPs consistently going the way of paIN, and it's all on DGT. We need another one of those rounds, and it's not happening now. Snow with a sidearm silences him, and a 7th is confirmed.
I hope we get a replay of that. He is just popped off on the server and off it too. Let me tell you, this is going to be high decibels.
Pounding his chest on that one as well. So excited. 7-0.
Really smart as well by Lux. Like, if you know that you've conceded mid-control, there's a smoke down, it actually affords you the luxury of hiding in there and playing a different angle that the T's have to worry about, while also repelling a push through tunnels itself. Because you're mitigating anything from the flashes going tossed in. Because Zera's getting involved as well.
They're just thriving in it. Feeding off the energy that they're giving to themselves with the plays they're making. And 9Z, there's nothing you can do to put a dampener on it right now. Can't break that streak, break the mental.
I mean, collectively right now, Jackie, they have 10 kills across the entirety of 9Z, and we're moving into round 8. 10 kills. And Martinez has got half of them. In fact, it's worse than that. They got 9. I've given them too much credit.
The quick maths on that one. Oh, mate. They really have been hitting some mean shots on paIN, though. It's been NQZ again and again. Okay, bit of a switch up on the pace. The nade's going to be good. Should slow them down on contact. Tagging's going to be nice. Don't even have to full commit, really. You can get the wrap back around, reset for the retake. It's a 5v5. Given the bomb side play for the round. Lux up on short. It's being held by the tech. Tons of damage done onto Max as well. Barely living, 11 HP left.
Giving up the bomb plant, but they have so much utility already. Throwing in the Molotov, isolating Huazo Peak from the rest of his team, and this is where the guillotine should start to come down. 2 kills. Buddha able to stand tall, deliver 1. But he's going to need DGT to dig him out of this ditch, and he's unable to do so. And although the time was pretty low, more than enough for the defuse. So paIN may have given up a post plant, but it means nothing. Max round loss bonus already for 9Z. It's not plants they need rounds.
They just can't get them for love nor money. And no one on the server can shut down Snow. Still is yet to fall. Undying and delivering in key moments, finding the impact where he needs to. The double AWP setup remains alive. Martinez from scout back to AWP. And we were both expecting it. This is sort of T-side Dust2. It's where he's going to come alive. It's where he's going to be the big boon for the squad and be able to activate again and again. Limited success in the engages. The 1-for-1s versus NQZ. It's felt like it's always gone his favor.
I think when you're dominating this hard as well, there's no reason for paIN to go for any peaks. You've been playing very passive defensive CS for the most part. Yes, they've had NQZ pop off with entries up on middle, but now they've got 2 AWPs. You can just sit back and absorb and soak in all of this pressure. It makes it a lot harder for Martinez to be that sort of static, aggressive AWPer that he wants to be. He does a lot of great work when he's flicking in one position, but it's hard to do that on the T side, especially when the CTs aren't giving you any opportunities to thrive. And I guess you could even make the argument he is actually for 9Z. He's the only player that's really shown anything as of yet.
Needs everyone else to assist. They need to find a way back in, give us shades of what we saw on the second half of Mirage. Verticality in play for Cowes boosted up on top of Blue. Waiting to hit them. Buddha. He's had some clean entries in the past. They line up for him on this one. Noise being made towards short. Both of the kills as well. No trade from DGT. NQZ on the site burning. Trying to still strike. Barely slips his way off, but he will go down. The blind shot connects. Back at the site, Cowes striking in, but it's Huazo Peak that's doing damage. But look at the time. 3 seconds on the clock. They tap it, but you can't commit. They even jump up to find the pick anyway. And Max has got a scurry. Another round gone. They get out on the A site again, but can do nothing with it.
It's all COAS, though. I mean, sure, they did a good job, NQZ, although he burnt alive effectively, he actually stalled them for a pretty long time. But COAS getting both of those kills on long completely neutralized the play they had. They wanted to pincer in late on. The thing is, though, 9Z have been so slow most of this half. There's no reason for paIN to switch it up. Where have we seen the long pushes coming into play with tons of flashes? They've been a bit unfortunate maybe with spawnings and not allowing Martinez to get in up close proximity with his AWP, but now they're going to push. Finally, we see some aggression. They're taking so much damage, though. But they have got a couple kills. Huazo Peak down on 20, and DGT gets nailed by NQZ. They try and mix it up, same result.
The slow rounds weren't working. They decide to brawl. But off the back of the fist fight, it's good night for the majority of the players for 9Z with only one man left alive. Yes, he's had impact in the previous. But with 20 HP to his name, a 1v3 ahead of you. Your angle's covered. Trapped in position, both of the orbs honed in. You walk up on long. Even if one of them misses, the second should be able to deliver.
Here's a damning statistic as well, Jackie. So far, we're nearly done with 10 rounds, assuming that Huazo Peak doesn't pull the rabbit out of the hat. And the miracle on top of it. 10 rounds, 0 opening picks for 9Z. They have not won a single opening duel on their T side.
Opting for another pause then. You might as well use them, especially with the slippery slope this game's turning into. Snow still has not gone down as well.
Have we seen a player not die at an RMR match before? Is he about to make history?
I do wonder. Imagine qualifying to the major without a single death in your qualification game.
It's pretty baller.
That'd be unreal. That'd be absolutely unreal. He's a high roller. If he pulls that one off, fair play to him. Kind of trend-setting, really, isn't he?
At such a young age as well. I mean, I said before about 0 opening duels going the way of 9Z. NQZ's got 5. He's 5-0 right now. Lux is 3. COAS with 2. On the T side of Dust2, and you picked this map. That is about as brutal as it gets.
Reality of the situation looking like it's getting to him a little bit as well. Got to keep yourself focused. Again, with the buy you're working with, though, it's never going to be easy here in the 11th. paIN Gaming have all the edge. Everything they'd want to work with. You've got a mishmash of MAC-10s, Tech-9s, and the single deagle in the hands of your sniper. Out through mid. The playmaker for 9Z, Spinhouse O-Peak with how he's been engaging. He's looking to collapse. Molotov's good to make it awkward for Snow. Buys a little bit of time, but Lux with the opening engagement gets one. There's Buddha. Snow, still alive. Will he finally fall? Can they strike against the immortal man on the back of the bomb site? The nade will deal with him. Buddha comes in and hits heavy. 3v2.
Low HP though. Quest around the corner now, knows where his position is. Spray comes through, a must-win round for 9Z if they want any hope at clutching this. And Koes says no, an emphatic no. Punches all 3, dealing death across the board, and that will be 11-0.
Mate, that's crazy. That's absolutely balmy that he's been able to pull it off on the retake. Pretty sure the player Camby did go for the defuse and get it as well. Oh, no, actually didn't. He literally took his hands off the mouse. I almost thought it froze. He literally was just relishing in the moment. That's mental. The way he was reacting on the player cam, Vince, I thought he just straight up diffused it and something went wrong.
I was seeing the light get darker on his face. Yeah. So I thought he'd alt-tabbed or something by accident.
Oh, mate. It like literally tricked me out because I was like, surely he's not just accepting that he's banged them, is he? What a baller!
Just imagine how much of an alpha move that would be, though. Like you're dominating so hard. You get the 3K to show you can win it, and then you just give them the round afterwards. Like, there you go. Have a pity round on us. There you go.
That would be actually ridiculous. Oh, How does he keep doing it, by the way? Like, these 1v2s, the spray downs he's had, he's been so crisp. Undeniably so for paIN. Like, the impact he's had, it cannot be understated how much damage he's done throughout this potential qualification BO3 for them.
He's monumental. The MVP of the first map, for sure, on paIN. And although NQZ was popping off early on, now it's COES' time to shine. 11-0. 9Z cannot buy a round. This round, they're going to get Martinez. There's their first opening pick, it feels like, the entire map. The entire match. But can they convert? Or is COES going to strike one more time and break their hearts?
You mention his name, and you might very well summon the play into existence as he deletes Max from the server, waving him goodbye as he punishes with the M4. Reset the advantage that they were able to find off Martinez's opener onto Big Guzera, put them in an even situation, 4 versus 4. DGT is the late lurk out through long. Attention drawn toward the bomb site, but he still hasn't gone for the push yet, and they're taking pot shots for free. Another one clapped straight back onto Buddha. Nade buys him a little bit. DGT second guessing himself potentially here. Looked like he was going to go for the late flank. They've still got their crosshair honed on. It's NQZ that's watching it. Nade's damage good onto the bomb planter as well. You need to get some frags here, boys. Find a way to activate. AK strikes. CANAL goes down. Again, it's Lux that dives up. 2v2. The 5-7 singing for Snow, and at the back it's DGT. Only one connects. 12-0. paIN Gaming run through the half.
Oh, one of the most dominant halves of Counter-Strike you're probably likely to see. 12-1 Snow, 12-6 Lux, 14, pardon me, 5 to COES. 11-5 NQZ and Big Guzera on 5 kills, but he's just not been needed for the most part. It's been a team effort. We've seen clutches. We've seen carnage from NQZ's AWPing. We've seen everything from paIN. But 9Z have been completely absent on this map.
Even when there's been chances, 2 notable rounds that potentially could have been theirs. Couldn't convert, couldn't close it. Snow dancing around on the bomb site. All sorts of madness throughout this one. And Big Guzera tapping the desk, getting everyone fired up. They erupted off the back of the first pistol. But if history repeats itself and they take the second, that is it. They go to Shanghai. The Perfect World Major dream will be paIN's, and they will progress. And with the effort that Snow's put in, he deserves his first major, 12-1. Won't give a damn about that one death, Vince. It's all about this one round. A 13-0 as well. The insult to injury, the potential spice that you throw on top of it.
Nobody could take away how dominant this map has been. However, we've seen crazy things happen in Counter-Strike. 9Z may be down. It's not over until that 13th round hits. They've got to keep in the fight. COES leading the charge outside along the flash. Landed onto Huazo Peak, and he backed off to the site. There are 2 players over here. Huazo Peak needs to live up to that name, though, and take a couple of kills with him with that USP. HE lined up as well, as the T's now charging onto the site. Looking hungry to finish this game off as fast as possible, but it is a 1-4 trade, and Huazo Peak has got himself a second, but COES once again strikes when it's most needed for paIN.
It's that man. He delivers in these moments. Has he set himself up for another one of these rounds? Max tucked in towards Gandalf. Needs to make the bad magician play, split them in half. They're up on the site, and Big Guzera got a read on it. Taps the bomb to force the face. They do play into it, but Max connects the shot. COES. Now, this is where he wants to come alive. He's jiggling into it. The energy's there. Pep in his step. Pepper him back down with the Glock. Few shots rattled off. 35 seconds left on the timer to play with, and Lux on low HP, wrapping up from long side as they close the gap. Up close and personal, he'll take 2. DGT is the only one left in the 1v1. Can COES find the 4K and close it for paIN Gaming? 13-0, they go to the Shanghai Major.
Well, boys, you said it was going to Anubis, and paIN did not want to go there. They wanted to go to the Shanghai Major, and now they are. What a way to do it. 13-0 on your opposition's map pick.
And what a wonderful performance from Snow, who's punching in his ticket to his first major. And at one point in this game, it felt like he was completely unkillable. On top of that, Big Ozera securing his fourth major. NQZ, this is his third. And on top of that, when he qualified before, one of the last times he did it at Rio, it was on 9Z. So for him to actually take down 9Z in this fashion, a bit poetic. Lux and Kawas themselves, this is their second major, and I'm sure every single one of them is happy all the same.
Oh, this should be